Hello, I'm Jeff, and today I've decided that since I unlocked the Millennium Falcon, as well as some other ships, I'm going to go ahead and review them, and go over what's good and bad about them and how fun they are to use. Let's start with this one. That's right, for demonstrating the Millennium Falcon, I've gone back to basics. We're here in the very first level, and right from the get-go, you notice something's weird. That's right, the turret actually aims for itself, and all you have to do is fly in the general direction of whatever you want to get shot, and it will get shot. Eventually, that is. Yeah, there's pros and cons to all these ships. They each have their own style. The pros for this ship are obvious. A, it's the Millennium freaking Falcon, and B, you don't have to worry about aiming. The con is the computer doesn't worry too much about aiming either. Although there's pretty nice split turret action there if you saw it. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, but it's a little difficult to hit your intended target sometimes, even if you're aiming right at it, because the turret kind of aims wherever it feels like. And especially if you're trying to hit a moving target, which will be demonstrated with the bombers right here. So, I'm chasing these ties down, and alright, that defeated the entire point I was trying to make. There. Let's take these ones down. Alright, so that actually went very well. So, sometimes it's just a little hit and miss with that turret. It is a really fun ship to fly around, and you've got the secret torpedoes for when you need to do real damage. It's just real fun. As you can see from that accuracy, though, it leaves a little bit to desire. Not that you have to care about accuracy anymore if you've gotten to this point, but, you know, it's just indicative of how many of those turret shots are complete misses. Alright, the next one I'm going to show was actually such a secret when the game came out. You'll notice it's not even on the list of all unlocked ships here, when they're all available for this mission. It is, of course, the Naboo Starfighter, which I believe I just read recently was considered an extremely well-hidden secret because it was only available through a random cheat code, not as an unlock that you can get like all the other ships. Alright, so we're here on the Jade Moon, and I want to show off this thing's strength because it's an awesome ship to fly. First, the laser is extremely destructive. Notice it's not taken too many shots of any kind to take out pretty much everything I've run into so far. Part of that's the advanced lasers upgrade from the gold medal run, but I mean also it's just a very fast-firing, powerful cannon. Now another thing, check out this maneuverability. It can fly really slow and make tight turns, so it's good in dogfights as well. And when you accelerate, it does go pretty fast. So, in this Jade Moon mission, for instance, it's not too demanding at all to fly around and directly confront the missile turrets, because they don't even have time to react to your presence. Okay, so that one might have reacted to my presence, but for the most part, you're just unstoppable if you use this thing right. Secondary weapon is, of course, your standard tracker torpedo. It's like a blue one, though. I'm not sure off the top of my head if it's any more powerful, but I like to imagine that it is. So yeah, I'd say that out of the unlockable ships, this one is probably the easiest to fly and most powerful. It's really not much of a contest when you consider the maneuverability and the firepower and speed that it brings. You can do basically whatever you want to. Got those jukes. Yeah, see that? That was exactly the kind of stuff that I like doing with this ship. Never stood a chance. Next one takes a little bit more effort to find. You can see it when the camera pans around the Millennium Falcon. Let's see. Yeah, so if you push straight forward, you take a quick stroll around the back here and find the captured TIE Interceptor. Let's see how it handles. So we're here in the Search for the Nana mission, and you notice right away that the weaponry is pretty good, but the shields are non-existent. I was actually kind of trying a little bit there, and I just didn't even stand a chance. You gotta fly real carefully with this thing. It can shoot other ships down, no problem, but it cannot take shots worth anything. And of course, it's fairly maneuverable. Those TIE Interceptors from the Moff Searden's Revenge level that were such pains to deal with, well, you can be that pain now, and it's pretty nice. Gotta admit, most times when I'm using it, it doesn't feel especially maneuverable. It feels kind of like a regular ship that just turns a little bit tighter and also disintegrates at the drop of a hat. The mission brief says that it's possible to fly circles around an X-Wing with one of these things. I'm a little dubious. But can't argue with that firepower. Plus, I mean, it just looks really cool to fly around. Uh-oh, that was awesome. All right, here we go. Just wrecked. Alright, that was a little bit less wrecked. Just a generally light, very light, but fun craft to try for something a little bit different. Now, there's one more ship that I haven't looked at yet. That's this very secret unlockable. If you've guessed it, good for you. You know your stuff about the game. If not, check it out. It's a car. This is the definition of a joke vehicle, really. It's pretty much a skin replacement of the V-Wing. Flies very similar. It does the same tight turns when you brake. And the weapons are identical. Oh yeah, I accidentally committed some friendly fire there. Whatever, I'm in a car. Sue me. So yeah, it's kind of awesome. I'm enjoying this. I did read online when I Googled to find what cheat unlocks this. It's only unlockable by cheat code. That if you press start, it breaks the game. So I want to see if that's true. Well, turns out that was just an urban legend. And cluster secret missiles. That did nothing. Do it again. And again. What? Is this thing invincible? There we go. So yeah. This is the final one. I believe that there are a few other random goodies that you can unlock through cheat codes, but really these are the main ships. And oh geez, oh crap, gotta save the fleet. Yes, saved him. Anyway, that is a summary of the secret vehicles you can unlock. So, thank you for watching, and have a good day. See ya.